And this phone is much better quality as well. Way better, right? The picture is so nice and clean. Yeah, this is way better. No, I'm recording in full mode, guys. Sometimes somebody was texting me this, and is the sound scratching because sound is standing exactly the same. Yeah, that's what I said. For it's actually in your end, not full picture, not in mine. Um, yeah, we was talking about the Ryan and about those super matches. It's just um, you have to be clear and smart about what you actually are capable of. If you throw around those like loud talking that you're gonna beat that, and in the end you are not beating any of them, and actually not even pulling them. So with the time, nobody will take you seriously. So you just need to take out people in your way, whatever it takes, because anyone who would watch you, they would put it together as a puzzle. So that guy said that he gonna beat them. He beat them. So then went there. He beat those guys. So those guys are actually that kind of level. So you just put the puzzle together, and then you understand how strong he actually is. Because I believe my potential is huge. It's just right moment and physical conditions. Because Friday I became 40 years old, and I believe that it's gonna be different. It's always different for the 40 years old and for the 25 years old to recover to. It's different. I was actually trying to be in a good form all the year. So I never been like that. So I go peak and then I'm going down. So last year I was all year in a peak form, almost all year. And then for the next competition I was just a little bit adding as much as I can. Yeah, but you need to understand that Devon as well did a full stem cell therapy. What he said that actually changed his life. He said that if we take generally, where was Devon 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Absolutely nowhere. When somebody was telling from the Europe top pullers, give me Devon, then everybody was about laughing about him. Why you don't need that old Devon? Because that's an easy match for you. And then Devon went through the stem cells, and he started to pull people like a Prudnik, like lower weight, and he went to the 11. But before it, he was just a guy from Canadian guy who is actually end of the career, his journey, and nobody was too excited about him. Yeah, he was loud, he was cool, but nobody was taking that it's something. It's the same like young, strong puller is pulling and calling out some kind of legend, and everybody was looking about this situation in that way. But now he actually got to the point that he took the uh, movement from Michael Todd, what he was laughing about him, that that's actually not style, King's move, and become very dominant in that movement. He mastered that movement for himself. I believe stem cells is giving you ability to pull in many different angles. They are healing you, and I believe recovers because I don't know is that true or no, but there was one kind of interview, but when Michael Todd said a long time ago that he invested 2,100 in the stem cell therapy, or that was his sponsors. So imagine if you invest 200 grand in the stem cells, then it's supposed to help, right? He will always use the king's move in the beginning, and he will always use the showtime hitting, same like Michael Todd. Michael Todd is hitting as well. He goes for the press, but he goes there only when he feels that you are tired. He goes there only when he knows 100% that this is going to work. He's not risking to do it just for that, like that. Same Devon. Devon will never hit. He will never hit sideways for the pin if he is not sure that you are already tired. And the people who understand arm wrestling, they will agree 100%. He's so smart. He will make the show. He knows that you are already bleeding. He feels that from your hand, and he goes boom, and he's pinning you. So, which is good. Like I told to everyone before, you need to train so hard that you can show arm wrestling. You don't want to fight. You want to show dominance, and you want to show actually why we are training all these moves, all these shoulder in, shoulder out, to show a show to the people. If you're just gonna go like a crazy one hit, that's fight. That's I'd call them horsepower pullers. But hi Josh. But if you are able to pull and show, like, I'm giving to the guy this and I'm taking it out there, I'm giving him this and I'm taking him out here, that's already dominance. Dominance is when you can give everything and take it back wherever you want it. In my head, that's arm wrestling. When you can do whatever you want on the table with everyone. You just take him, even with absolutely new puller, you just take him, you give him a couple times to pin you even, you read information, and then you just connect, tick, 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 tick. Now we are talking. This is how I pull everyone, every person where I'm meeting first time. I'm giving him to pin me at least 3 times. Slowly giving him to pin me 3 times. And I'm basically reading how he's working, what he is connecting to actually pull me. Is he rotating? Is he pulling back pressure? Is he supinating too much or whatever? And I can feel that where his power is come from. And then on the 3rd or 4th time, I start to understand what I need to do to block him. And when he goes, for example, sideways, I add a little bit back pressure. And when he starts to rotating, I'm rising a little bit up. And already in some 5th round, I'm just stopping him. I'm connecting everything to me, what I need to stop him. But then I gain from that a lot because I'm updating information. Again, I'm putting for myself together how to stop him, how to make him feel bad. But if he will take me sideways and I will do exactly the same in the next moment, we will start to fight. And that will be just a dog fight on the street. That won't be arm wrestling. King's move, I don't know what you're talking about so low. Of course, I don't like when it's so low. I will explain you. King's move should be allowed maximally in this angle. Yeah? Because in this angle, when the hand is fully on the table, you are pulling with all your body weight. You fall down and you are putting like 100 kilograms on your opponent. No one can survive that. No one. And in that moment, you actually are turning your pronation. King's move in this angle is absolutely fine because you are still pulling with a hand. Because if you will load your full body, you will open yourself up because you can't hold 100 kilograms on your angle. but they are extending hand fully and falling under the table or going to the side of the table. The same I'm gonna take now. For example, this handle, yeah, imagine how strong I am there, and pull you like that. That's why the King's move is so devastating strong sometimes. It's I don't do no seconds. That's bullshit. I never count any seconds. Nothing. Get in the fight position. Understand where you're using fingers. Defense or attacking for the roll or whatever. Put in that position and make like a little even movement. You don't need to hold. You are not holding anything in arm wrestling with a finger. Do small movement. For example, micro movement with the back pressure together. If you want to hold it, but like your arm will start to shake. And when it starts to shake, then you need to hold it at least another 15 or 10 seconds. When you are shaking, you are declining, your tendons are declining. So the weight can be big. You don't need to pull, you can go even 10 seconds hold. 60 seconds is just like too long. I would say this is too long. This is that light static hold when you are recovering. Could be 60 seconds. I would say big weight, you just 5, 7, 12 seconds. That's it. Because you are not holding anything in arm wrestling for 60 seconds. I believe that we don't have that kind of movement. Yeah, yeah, of course. Exactly like Mark is telling them. 60 seconds is not even round. For me, one round is like 1.5 seconds. Usually, if everything is going good. Okay. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit scratchy noise. I will move the mic at the moment. I need to move it somewhere. I will move it here. I hope you can hear me because I'm a little bit more far from mic at the moment, but it is what it is. Can you still hear me well, or it's a bad noise? I just want to do a little bit movement sideways. Yeah, I understood. Like I said yesterday, it was a good lesson for me as well. That it showed me that if I will be in that kind of position in the match, like I was yesterday, loading only with this part, side pressure. Bogdan was in the strap, and he was taking away all my thumb. He was putting huge rotation sideways over my thumb, and I couldn't get this rotation work because I'm attached to him. If I wouldn't have it strapped to him, I can go like that. But if I'm strapped, then I need to like turn his hand as well. So and then I could do only pressure, and I was actually putting pressure only with this part. But like I said, my hand was still very stiff before that, after the being some time out, and yesterday would work to rise more up and to turn. I need to turn his pronator. But in the strap, that's like, for me, it's not that easy to do. Yeah, baby. Yesterday I tried even one like go for the press inside there, and it felt actually very good. It felt like really connected. I believe if I would land that without the strap, I could go like a deeper, press it more like with a rotation down. But no, I have to learn to be in a strap because everybody pulls in a strap now. 90% of the matches are in a strap. If you would look my super matches, there is some like there is matches where referee don't even touch the strap, not even once, because when nobody will fight for the grip, if I will close this, then I can guarantee that on 100% you won't get your finger out, because you're going to be pressed in this, because there is a volume of muscle. This all is absolutely solid. When I close this and squeeze it, it's just not even a place where to put the finger at the moment, look. So I just close this. But usually when I close this, the people start to shake around and going for the revs grip, and then I can't get that kind of good, really good lock. If I get my lock and get my hand like that, then I feel like I'm flying. No, I never. I used to have that one style for many years, long years, which was the pulling backwards, always with the back pressure. But with the years, I understood, and that I'm actually not getting much luck of that, because the worst what I'm doing with you, I'm actually extending your angle here, but I'm not attacking your pronator or biceps, yeah. If you are strong in a hammer, you're going to be strong there in the hammer as well. So I was usually pulling my opponent backwards and then just hitting sideways. That was basically all my fight. But now I am hitting first on rotation, and sometimes I'm going straight for the hit, but the rotation is going to be always the first, always. Rotation, and I really want to add now the hitting actually over the highest knuckle. I will definitely try when I will feel that my opponent is handy for that. I will try to definitely hit like that, and I might use that a lot because my riser is actually letting me to do it. My riser is really strong. You need strong riser because when you hit backwards, the riser is that who is taking the biggest hit. What can you tell about people who grab hardly your thumb? I never had feeling that somebody is grabbing me hardly. That's why I'm working a lot on the volume of my hand to not feeling that somebody is actually squeezing me or doing something bad to me. So I work a lot on my palm. There is a lot of meat on it. So when I actually close it, then usually the problem starts. Everybody starts to move around and they don't want to be in that position. For me, it's hand control. Yeah, I want to control. I want to get the height. I want to get the height. That's really important for me to get the height. I'm standing like that, almost vertically. If my knuckle will be higher, I feel like in a candy shop. If my knuckle will be higher, I will feel like in a candy shop. But now, when I used to get this moment when I'm going sideways, I don't bother if it's not higher. I actually will put it lower sometimes and use lower two fingers as a turning point. Then I can turn him better, because if I will attack his hand, there is way more strength than actually here. And sometimes I do go low. And anyway, I'm gonna get behind him even deeper, but I'm gonna come out anyway from that hook with a top row. 140 kilograms guys can be with the small fingerings, small tiny fingers as well. Forearm to fingertip. Are you asking me? Where's my tape? I believe it's 21. I have done measuring so many times in here in front of cameras. I have done measuring a lot. Mi scusi? Fingertip. Yeah. 21. 21. This is quite wide here. It's so it's like I need to put in this way because it's easier. So it's 29.5 almost, but that's not like pump or whatever, but that's around the palm here, and then wrist. I'm not now in like bulk mode or pump mode. When I will start to do the heavy weights, it's gonna definitely go up. Wrist, you can see 22. 22 is wrist. Forearm is not now in tonus. I believe forearm is maybe 44, something like that. I'm not squeezing it fully because it just gives you the not actual numbers. Yeah, at the moment it's 44, but like when I will start to train, get all the movements back, it's gonna be about 46. Now normally on a daily basis, like 45, 46. Forearm to fingertips is 51. Forearm where? Here? You are measuring here, yeah? Hola, bimbo. Okay, forearm to fingertips. My forearms are short, actually. I don't know what is there. 50, 49, 50, something like that. My arms are actually short. When I stand up, like I have a short, this size, this here is short. My legs are quite long for my body, and my arms are short. I don't have a long. You know how you can say that when the person has a long arms, when the opening of the arms are taller than your height, that means you have like good genetically long arms. But if you are like 6'4" and you open your hands and it's 6'3", then you don't have a long hand. I'm 182. Yeah, that's a lot. 194. That's, yeah, you have a long hand. I can check mine. Is this enough? How long is this? Oh, this is not enough. This is not enough. I believe I have almost the same like my body, like 182. And maybe, I don't know. I never tried that. I used to play beach volley, and I remember that my hand was exactly with the top of the net of official was 230, I believe, was my hand top when I get it high. Actually, nobody can. You wouldn't believe, but even a year ago, I could easily get the ring of the basketball circle with 115 kilograms jumping up. Your predictions on Vitaly Devon, left and right. Привет, Sergey. I already told that I believe that Vitaly is having what they need to. He needs to beat Devon. Today I was looking, the Russian guys was talking about the Vitaly's match and how he needs to beat him, and he needs to use his press, which I absolutely don't agree, because Devon can survive the press and he can take you so far away, because when he goes in that king's move, I will show from the left hand, he goes even end of the table, and when you press, he's gonna lift it up. Like, it's hard for you to press over the table. I believe the Vitaly needs to do. He needs to go from ready go. He needs to take him sideways. That's the way how to beat Devon. He needs to take him sideways and use his long fingers to get fully on him and supinate him down and then pull him backwards. He needs to get him, turn his pronator upside down. Devon's pulling is all based on pronation. If you can attack his pronator, you can beat Devon. If you won't attack his pronation, if you try to beat him with his pronator on, or you're trying to fight him there in that side of the table, you can be in big trouble. You need to get good connection, use his thumb as a turning point, and all the time put maximally turn on him so he actually can't get that movement going. You need to use like fully all the time rotating over the top, like supinating and rotation over the top, and in the same moment to pull him, go fully in and then pull your elbow backwards. Then he will be not in good position. You're going to take him here and then here. So he knows what he's doing. He wants you to come towards him. It's not 50-50. I would say it's 65-35. Vitali. Um, Vitali is bigger and he is stronger. Basically, Devon can't fight all that power just with one pronator. If Devon would become same weight or same height, then yes, but Vitali's angles are amazing. I believe he can now lift in every single angle more than Devon is lifting. Only pronation is not going to help you. And even Devon now, a couple of days ago, said that he's not doing his lift no more because that shit is not working. That's what I'm telling for last 5 years, 4 years. Don't do Devon's lift, it's not working. It works only for Devon. And as we can see, it's not even for Devon working no more. I found amazing stuff how to warm up in the morning. This leather ball, and I do it in the morning to warm up my shoulder. You can go with this real full speed. So good. I'm doing it for about like literally 20 minutes on each hand, and it got so good, nice, light blood rush in your hand. I like to put this one already in a winning position and then slowly just putting that pressure in. The real weight is 35 kilograms at the moment. It's not big. To be honest, you sometimes don't need a big weight. You just need the right moment. You need the right moment when to apply. Sometimes to apply the press is the worst what you can do. You just can break your arm. So many times I was thinking about the guys who are doing just press, yeah. Basically, they hit so hard that I almost always is getting the press. And then there is a problem that they can't finish the fight because the press is taking you to the place where you feel not comfortable if they stop you. And then, but the press puller who is already so deep in can easily, if you are in the press, for example, you can easily fall and switch on the top roll in the end, which nobody does from the pressers, which is like they are already so low behind your wrist and they are so low and pressure is on. And imagine he's pressing already on your pronator and then he just needs to turn and that's it. But they don't do that. The same about the hook puller. If you are strong in a press but you can't get your press movement going from the ready go, you just hit hook and then you finish it straight away with the press. I have done press like 3 or 4 times in the last round and it happened naturally and I never had the pain to do it, and I did actually really ugly press, like really dangerous press, and I never had the pain because I didn't do it from the ready go. I did it already when I was halfway connected. Oh yeah. Hermes is good at the transfer to press. Yeah, Hermes know how to do it. But again, he is not hitting press from ready go. That's the key, because it's really like risky moment to hit the press. At least I see it like that. My left hand is getting weaker every year. I used to pull left as well a little bit, but now I just train it so it doesn't get too small. But look at the wrist difference. I can't actually see it, but I can see it. It's like way smaller. It is what it is. Can't do much about it. Yeah. He always said that I need to work on defense. But first of all, it's strap, and in strap I can't get. My defense is not hook. My defense would be top rolling out. But if I'm in a strap, I can't get much rolling out. So if he goes, he goes. If I need to roll out, I need to basically roll out his hand as well. So if I would be without the strap, I can easily put my elbow here, get away from him, and roll out there. But with strap, it's not that easy to defend yourself. I'm not strong to just hold you like that, like Coach Raid, for example, does. I'm not preparing myself to hold anyone. I'm preparing to take you down with the maximum power from the ready go. That's my fight style. I don't want to be training myself to lose, to be in losing position. I know it's healthy to do it, but maybe with a sparring with him or someone else who does that, I will get stronger there. But I don't put it as a goal. I would rather put my center strong, because here that's already losing. If somebody will take you there, that's like almost no way out in a top world, top level. But first of all, you need to get behind the center. So if my center won't decline, and if I will stop him in the center, we will never get there. So I would rather work to have a center really strong, so I don't need to even think about that side. Or just to work more on my speed even more, because I believe for 110 kilograms I have enough speed, good speed, but I need to get it going. Yeah, you have to combine. Hi to Argentina. Combine everything. Yeah. You have to combine everything, because otherwise you're gonna feel awkward. If you're gonna have one strong movement and somebody will apply back pressure, then you're gonna think, "Wow, it's not working." So you need to load, definitely, or even hold. Learn your hand to be able to deal with the two or three angles at the same time. You need to teach it to be strong and smart. You need to be able to supinate with the same moment where you're pushing the side pressure and back pressure. You are like, first time in my life I felt it in Turkey, when I pulled first time in my life Ferit Osmanli. When he took my hand, he's a big guy, 130 kilograms he was then. He took my hand, and he can smile, but he's putting supination. He's lifting you up and taking you sideways. It feels like there is nowhere to go. he takes absolutely all the oxygen away from you. You are you are like trying to survive, but there is nowhere to go. You want to go back, there is closed. You want to go sideways, there is closed. You basically don't know what to do. And this is just because he loads in three different vectors in the same time, even not moving his hand, or he's applying those many angles to you, and you feel really, really bad. Hi, Claymore. Yeah, but cupping is not working like that. Cupping is actually really short movement. Hook pullers don't even need strong cupping. They don't use cupping that much. If you want to be strong in a hook, you need to more have it's like supination, turn in. There's nothing to do with the cup. Um, the cupping is so short. Cupping is actually to get the center, to win the center. Because my cupping is just like first, absolutely like a first hit, like couple millimeters. I do with the lower hand, like just a little bit until I hit and try to rotate down. So cupping is just a short movement. Maybe you need to work more on rotation, not on the cupping. Because with the cupping, remember the cupping, you are actually fighting his angle. For example, his pronation and the back pressure together, you are trying to pull with four fingers. You pull two big muscles with one small. It's like I said, it's really hard to give you anything. Yeah, you need to start doing table time, of course. Claim or more guy. 10 minutes, of course. You don't need more. Just you know how to pull. You need to be strong. I don't think you can learn. Basically, you can't learn new Open America for yourself now. If you're gonna look back the matches what you have won, you know what you need to do. And behind those movements, you just need devastating power. That's all you need. You can't learn now. It's too late to learn pulling now. You can have a, like you said, 10 minutes just to check how you feel, where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do. But the most important is to be ready here and to be strong behind your strongest angles, to put the strength behind them. If you have problems with supination, no setup will help you. You need to just train. Sometimes time is just that who is going to put everything in the places, not the setup. Everybody thinks that there is like a super setup and you're going to win everyone. It's like you're going to put the finger there, under there. And no, it's not working like that. Time is that which is taking everything to the right place and the right time and the right. Basically, you need to explore yourself. You need to work with yourself. You need to feel how you lose. You need to feel how you fail. Update this information on a daily basis and crystallize which is good and which is bad, and which is bad you throw out, which is good you keep, and that's how you work years and years and years. No secret blue or red pill. Haven't been involved so far. Golfer's pain in the elbow depends how bad it is. I would go first of all to the soft tissue if you can afford it or you have a chance to do it. Soft tissue scan, so they will tell you how bad it is. And I am now healing everything with the peptides. Peptides, blood flow, And this machine, side pressure, is really helping to the golfers and tennis elbow, delivering blood where you can't deliver it. Pressure, basically, pressure, static movements. You need to get blood on a daily basis there, but again, you don't need to damage it. Nobody, I don't do any. I haven't been in gym for 4 years. Like my biggest, I guess, the heaviest exercise what I'm doing is the back pressure. That's it. I don't do any pull-ups. I don't have even one dumbbell here. Nothing. I decided, and I told my wife, you won't see the abs. I won't become a bodybuilder or model. I am working now only for arm wrestling because if I will start to do the basics, I really love them because I'm getting big and chunky, and I like all my big t-shirts is getting nice and tight. And but it's again another addiction. I have one addiction which is now arm wrestling, and if I start to lift again and go to the gym, that will take another 2 hours every day. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna steal time from my family. That's why I have what I have here. So when I feel that my back is getting too small, I can do 1 week a little bit more of back exercises. But I believe you can order those peptides. They are not illegal. So they go easily through the postage, easily. They are not illegal. So even to post them from Europe is going to take you like 5-6 days and you're going to get them. I know many people order them. Um, you can try to order in any website which is peptides, and they are not too expensive. Yeah, you need to do a short range because you definitely don't want to extend your huge hands because you already have skills of strongman more than more than arm wrestler because you are like a proper strongman. And I told you would beat everyone in strongmans if you would compete there. Um, it's just you need to be maximally tight, and when you are holding 140 kilograms, even in this kind of position, like 150 or whatever you are now, it's a, in preparation. I would say you can do it, but yeah, I would say like not even in the range. You for you would be the best is just to put some kind of bench under, and then if you can just hold like both hands together really tight as close as you can, and just like almost chin ups, hold it like that. I believe that would be more beneficial with your weight than a little pull ups because you put so much pressure on your tendons with your weight hanging in them. It's just it's not bad, but tendons are recovering up to 5-6 weeks. If you're gonna have a micro damage, what you don't even feel now, you won't recover up to your match, and you can put yourself in a position that your body won't give you the full access of the power. For example, I do like last 2 or 3 weeks, I don't do anything here, no open angle, nothing. Everything starts from the center, and I'm going here. It's going this way. I don't do even like that. No, I go here and there. Short. Everything is short, showing my brain that this is the only angle what I have. I'm not extending my hands definitely for last 2 weeks for nothing. Yeah, holds is gonna be better because you don't need to recover after them. A static load. Static load you can do every day. When you do dynamics, you need to recover because dynamics are making damage and basically making your muscles work as well. But static holds is gonna load more your tendons than muscle. So, guys, we need to finish for today because there was already one live what I disconnected earlier, and I need to still do loads of things. Decided to work tomorrow because it was raining today, and we took the day off, and I need to keep that project running. Anyway, thanks to everyone who jumped in the live stream and who was talking around the armor thing. I wish everyone to have a good time, morning, evening, whatever you are doing. Stay safe, train hard. Love you all. See you soon. Yeah, Claymore, you definitely will. Just be aggressive.